Hey, hello everyone and welcome back to Paranormal Time. Today's video is all about the paranormal. Whether you are a believer or skeptic, there is no denying that the idea of ghost spirits and other supernatural entities has captivated people for centuries. In this video, we'll be searching some of the most compelling evidence for paranormal activity, sharing some of the most chilling stories of ghostly encounters, and discussing some of the most popular theories about what lies beyond our realm of understanding. So turn on the light, grab a blanket, and get ready to explore the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Let's get started. Today I'm going to tell a short story about the haunting of red eyes. First an apology if you see any mistakes. I was passing by the street and landed near an old abandoned villa. It was named Sunvilla but was not at all sunny. It looked haunted, a spooky cold atmosphere in the month of May. It didn't explain it anyway. It was rumored to be haunted and even appeared to be. I watched a lot of horror movies and they were acting as resistance. I strengthened my heart and entered the villa. I opened the door and found it to be very dusty. It ached to breathe. I glanced at the room and it had a royalist setting. The material was expensive and made with a lot of passion. I was amazed by amazement. Didn't last long as my eye fell on the floor. There were skeletons around. After this sight, I wanted to finish the delivery as fast as possible. I shouted, "Anyone there?" On getting no response, I climbed up the stairs. Stairs led to the dark room. I knocked on the door, which opened. I tried to enter the room, heard a scream. I got a scared fumble and bumped into someone. I ran out of the room down to the garden, slipped at the staircase, but I stood up and what caught my sight was a ghost. Red eyes, a skeleton body, and shabby clothes. That was his very appearance. The situation was even scary. It was like horror films. I started chanting a spell. The if exist, as if told, then prayer my he behold. I wish a day in of the dark. Let me request being some spark. Son of the rings, the mercy. Let his Shatan go back to hell. Yups, I'm not priest. I learned it from a movie. I had a doubt about this spell and he confronted them by raising his axe and making me feel like a lame goat. I stood up and ran toward the door. It got itself closed. My fear turned me to stone. He came towards me and laughed. Ha 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 ha. He realized his axe again and suddenly a stone came flying towards him, aiming at his head. He bent down and I, with wet eyes and blurred vision, saw a man standing on the staircase. He called me. Come on here, dude. I rushed towards the staircase and the man was none other than my friend, John. His face was red and his eyes looking down. I asked, "Hey, what's wrong? You are feeling ashamed." I received no answer, but after a minute, he broke into my arm and apologized. "Dude, there was no delivery, it was a prank. We weren't aware of the fact that this place was actually haunted. I felt like somebody is near and I realized that we were fighting a ghost." We ran the second floor. John hid in a box and I headed toward the third floor. Ghost chased me to the third floor and John, hiding in a box, noticed something unusual. He came out of the box and raised his hand signaling me to stop them. And there, he chased the ghost, caught him by his arm and pulled him. Ghost fell into the floor. I never knew a ghost has feet, John exclaimed, pointing his finger toward the ghost's feet. We both laughed out loud. I came down and looked the ghost axe. He saw me taking his axe and ran downstairs. I was angry, in a mood to kill. I fastened my feet toward the ghost and John stopped me and cautioned, "If you committed a crime, you will be sent behind the bars. We will call the police. Let them handle him." I yelled with a half smile and uttered, "Is murdering a ghost crime? I never knew. If you want to summon someone." then sound the reapers and tell them we have a fresh soul here of a skeleton. I knew my mood was scary, scary enough to even scare John. The situation was very cinematic. A person begging for life and ruthless. Villain hungry for his blood and flesh. I came down a dramatical fashion with my axe and chanted the hymn. When the clock struck at 9, the devil may invoke my divine delusion, illusion, hallucination and darkest dream. Get him to bring the most hellish scream. I came down, ended my dramatic entry and started my actionable exit. I broke up him with my axe. Skeleton started shivering and shaking. I struck again and again but missed. He fell down and I was ready to give a fatal blow. He moved but lost his concealed identity. The mask broke and was behind the mask. The man that I saw last night at the entrance of Miss Parker's mansion before the party. We witnessed thief there last night. A costly painting was robbed. Miss Parker saw a skinny pale shadow. It was approx 5-6 inch, lingering in the corridor when we showed the mansion. When was strange because all servants were on the left. Well, John, we found Mr. Parker's skinny pale shadow. I spoke like Sherlock Holmes. What? How? John said. Yes, brother, I saw him lingering near Miss Parker's gate, and his shadow seems the same. I spoke a confident voice. Well, police will be here in no time. The old lady would be happy to get her painting back, John said with a smile. Ghost stood up and ran towards the door, and I chased to kill him. He beat the door, kicked and broke into it. His efforts were futile. I yelled at him, just freeze there, man, and I will give an easy death, else I won't even spare your soul. I rushed to kill him, and suddenly the door opened, throwing two of us to the different corners of the room. Who called me? I'm here. Where have the criminal policeman shouted? Sir, me, John replied. I pointed at the ghost guy and spoke angrily. You better catch this filthy rascal ill. I'll bring him to death. My friends suspect him to be a painting thief as well. He saw him roaming near our neighbor's gate, and she saw a shadow that resembled his. John said. Well, justice must be done, will be served, right? The policeman said. The ghost man broke into tears and exclaimed, Spare me, I didn't mean to kill you. I'm not murderer, I'm just a thief. Just a thief? What do you mean by just a thief? You almost gave a heart attack, I exclaimed in anger. Who are you? What are you doing and why you scared us? John curiously interrogated. He replied in a shaking and breaking voice, I am a thief, I steal paintings and hide here. Everyone believes this place is haunted. If you prove their belief wrong, I would be homeless. Handcuff him and hand the paintings, the inspector ordered. The police searched for the painting and they found it in the basement. Inspector showed us the painting and asked, Is there any painting of Miss Parker? I replied, pointing at the painting. Yes, sir, this one. Police took the thief and left. Oh, they left this weird painting, John said. Weird painting? Show me, I said. A beautiful lady in a red gown holding an axe. It's made in 1964, John said. Miss Parker never told me axes were in fashion. I said, Hey, do you check the top floor? You were there, right? John exclaimed with excitement. Yups, almost except one room. It was locked, I said. I looked at the window of the undiscovered room, and what I saw yet haunts me. A young lady in red gown holding an axe. Shockingly, she and the thief's axe resembled in the same as the painting. I spoke in a shocking voice. Go, ghost. The top floor. John said, Just shut up. There is no ghost. There he is, I insisted. Brother, after what you did in the villa, I know only the own ghost, and it's you, John said. The bus stopped and we boarded in. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the mysterious and often terrifying world of the paranormal time. Whether you are a believer or a skeptic, there is no denying the enduring fascination that people have with ghost spirits and other supernatural entities. We hope you enjoyed this video and that it has left you with some new insights and perspective on this intriguing topic. As always, thank you for watching and we will see you in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay tuned. See you in the next episode. Good night.